Well, good morning, model railroaders. This coming up on the end of this glorious 2020, I decided to shoot one more video and thank a few people that I think are instrumental in this hobby. I know they've all helped me out quite a bit. So while a couple of my favorite locomotives make it around the track, we're just going to kind of listen to a few odds and ends people that I've come to respect in this hobby. First off is Sparky 107-107. I think you were probably the first YouTuber that I actually subscribed to. You've taught me quite a bit in watching you build your model railroad. Mainly, slow down and make sure the track is all good before you go any farther. If the track's no good, I don't care what kind of scenery you have, it just isn't going to cut it. And don't try to finish your complete layout in a year's time. It's not going to turn out good. Next on my list is BNSF 6951, also known as Cousin Vinny. You've taught me one very important thing, and that's to look at the outside world. Make your structures look like what you're seeing every day. Don't try to build something that is far-fetched or way beyond belief. Capture the essence of the buildings that you're making. Whether you're scratch building or whether you're building from a kit, make it look like something you'd actually see on the outside. It doesn't have to be a perfect match, but close is always good. I do want to thank you for recommending two of your sponsors too. Long Shadow Trees and Highways and Byways. Long Shadow Trees are very nicely done. I've got 20 of them on my layout now, and I'm waiting on another order of 20, which are somewhere between, let's say, California and the state of Maryland. I have no idea where they are. Michael McCarville, you are another early person that I subscribe to. You love building wooden kits, craftsman type kits. I was always afraid of these, even though I've been in this hobby for probably 40 years, if not more. I've never built a wooden kit. But I did take your advice and I went ahead and I did buy one. And it turned out rather nice. I bought a second kit, which is the station on my scenic railroad route. You're also the first person that I won a contest from. I got a scratch-built sand tower from you in my diesel facility. I also got 2 inspection pits that I have utilized both of. Your love of steam locomotives, being out west with the Colorado and all, I have come to respect that, and at the same time that encouraged me to get my shade running. My shade was always a DC powered locomotive. However, I did manage to get a decoder in it. And after a little while of playing around, I found an N-scale decoder that fit in it, so that now I actually have sound. I've also found other people that kind of like their shays. And so it is kind of nice to see these running around. Next on my list is Jack Jack. Jack Jack has taught me a lot very recently. How to speed match locomotives, which does make them perform a lot better. I can get a lot better slow speed performance out of them than I had before, which always looks a lot better on the layout. He's also taught me a lot about prototype switching. Although, I must say, my switching is getting a little better, I still don't know all that lingo. However, I am attempting to learn it. It's very slow going for this old fart. And Jack Jack has had some of the best contests going. You just watch his trains run around the track. If one happens to stop or fall off the track, you note the time down on the video and you win something. I've won a tank car. I've won several lights. I've run a crossing gate, which I'm in the process of getting the rest of that together so that will actually operate. And he's just an all-around nice guy. He actually called me on the telephone the other day and helped me straighten out a problem that I was having with a lot of my turnouts. I didn't have them all wired correctly. So he's a great guy to talk to. Some of the other people that I'm actually subscribed to, I think 130 different YouTubers. So it's kind of going to be impossible to mention all of them. But some other ones that I do watch, I would actually say religiously, is Steve Bennett. Steve Bennett is a master at scenery. He has the Bennett Railroad, the large basement scale or HO scale basement empire, and his scenery is phenomenal. A lot of it's a little too expensive for my salary, but it is something to strive for. In addition, Heath from Humanity Junction. He's comical, and you can learn things from him. He's actually from New York, but I don't hold that against him. But he has a nice little N-scale module layout. It takes him a while to get it together, but I think it's finally working out for him. Jason from the Train Freak. He lives down there in Arkansas, which some of you might know. I was stationed in Arkansas for 4 years in the Air Force. So he and I kind of reminisce a little every once in a while about that. I've won 2 of his contests too. I have 1 coffee mug already and a 2nd coffee mug coming. John Dilley, Grandpa Rails. I recently helped him out with a problem that he had with his Shay, and his Shay is running nicely now, and he's extremely happy, which makes me happy. I love watching his granddaughter on her when it pops up on his videos. She is quite the character. Dave from the Crooked River and Eastern. He's showing right now that you can tear a layout down and turn around and reconstruct it in the same spot. Good luck, Dave. I've learned quite a bit from you. Don from the Nearly Historical Railroad. They're combining HO scale and HO narrow gauge on the same layout and doing a fantastic job. Their scenery is also something else to behold. John from the Schuylkill River Valley Railroad. He's always a pleasure to watch. And of course, no one can forget Uncle Wilmer. Uncle Wilmer is a comedian by himself. Raybo Bell, he's another one. This man lives about 5 miles from me, maybe 6. But due to this daggone showstopper, he and I have never got together. We've probably seen each other at the train shows at Timonium, but we've never actually been able to meet in person here this year. Hopefully, this is going to change next year. I think that's about going to do it. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. I was kind of a bad boy, so the only thing I got was a lump of coal, which I kind of ground up for the Shea locomotive to run on. Good luck in the new year. I'm hoping 2021 is a lot better than the year that we've just almost finished. So people, keep the videos coming. I'm going to try to put out a couple more layout update videos as I progress on the Black Rock Central. Hopefully we will see each other at Strasbourg this year, maybe. To all my subscribers, which actually surprised me when I started this video thing that I got any subscribers, but I'm up to, I believe it's 138 now. So I would like to thank all you people, and I promise I will try to get out some videos for you to watch in the coming year. So thank you all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you all for everything that you do for this great hobby.